Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, we went to the Black Sea in Russia and didn't do too awful well. We got 8th and 9th, so we did get our sponsorship objective. However, the Steinman Motorsport guys pretty much dominated, and now it's time for Munich with a very low tire wear, so it looks like softs are going to be the name of the game with a low fuel burn. So not that many pit stops, I'm guessing, so this is where the car and the driver and their focus really comes into play. Let's go ahead and continue. Car repair is done. So we were working on a new part, our brakes, in 4 days and 6 hours. In the meantime, let's go ahead and make sure that everything is up and running. And you can see that 1 day before the race, our gearbox is going to be 100%, and I think we should stick with that. We've got 5 sponsors, 3 in slot 3. All right, so second or above, we're not going to get second or above. And the United States, we're definitely not going to get second place in the United States. So I'm looking at this upfront payment here, the $1.25 million upfront payment for the same amount of races, but more money in our pocket. So we'll confirm that. So Northern Harbor is now on our rear wing. We'll wait for slot 2 and slot 4 to get more sponsorship opportunities here. Car repairs finished, yes indeed. All right, designing the brakes finished right there. So if we were to put the brakes on repair, could we get them done as well as the gearbox? All right, so our brakes are right here. Let's go ahead and work and slide you guys on over. 7 days after the race, the question we have to ask is 70% enough to survive the entire race? And we don't have a reduction in red zone either. So I think I'm just going to keep both of these parts in the repair. And then after the next race, we'll be able to focus solely on the brakes. So continue working that way. We have 4 emails as well. 40% chance of rain. Oh, goody. All right, current driver line up. All right, yes, it is first rate. And the brakes are done. Thank you. 6 sponsorship opportunities. So slot 2. Let's see, we've got $1 million over 10 races, 350,000, and then another 700,000 or so, 800,000 for HX Telecoms, plus we get sponsors 3 races earlier. So over the long haul, since we're not starving for money, I think HX Telecoms will be the way to go. And then as far as slot 4 is concerned, so we've got 8 races, $1 million plus 800, 900,000 more, then 900, and yeah, FWK looks to be the best, especially since it's 1 race sooner. I like it. Bigger upfront payment, quicker turnaround, more money per race. FWK it is. Thank you for coming aboard, Fwook, whatever you are, right there on our air intake. Sounds good. All right. Is there a way? Let's see. Can we hire? Like if we hire some dudes, let's see, the best tire changer, sure. We've got some money here. So we've got a really good tire changer. Let's do the front jack. All right, you are in there. Welcome, Jackman. Yeah, we're just going to go on a big hiring blitz here. Rear jack 13. We'll hire you up. And then we'll just let Toby manage these guys. But we want to give him some really good people to work with. A 12, sure. All right, so a refueler. Yeah, let's replace Singleton. All right, cost per race, 5,000 more, sure. And then our fixer. Sure, we'll hire our fixer. As far as that goes, I think I kind of want to replace D. Verrill. Because this guy is, well, I think this guy's worse overall. Good tires, good front jack. Good fixer. I think the tires in the jack will be more beneficial for us. Treble. Sorry, Treble. You're in treble. All right, so now we'll auto-manage on and get Toby in charge of those pit stops. So now he has some new crew to work with. Hopefully that will be reflected there. And hopefully they'll be ready to go by Munich. All right, continue. All right, Munich it is. All right, the mail. All right, they're not talking about us. Molly, Fox, and Stephenson, sure. All right, 8th or above, I think we can do. Yeah, we're losing a little bit more money, probably hiring those pit crew guys. We definitely want softs. Plenty of softs. And then we'll do mediums just in case. We'll do one more soft than medium since the tire wear is very low. And then as far as parts are concerned, that gearbox should be ready to go. So indeed, we're going to put Rick de Graaf on that gearbox and put Surikov on that gearbox. So a little bit better gearing, which acceleration is crucial. So hopefully that gearbox will allow us to take a little bit better command. I mean, our engine is on point, but gearbox is really suffering. So parts are on, ready to go, and I will see you after practice. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Germany and a very productive practice session. We excellented everything on Rick de Graaf and graded 2, excellented 1 on Nikolai, starting 13th and 16th thanks to the inverted points, of course, and we are going to go softs. We've got 14 laps in the tank. These tires are rated from 1 to 13 laps, so that gives us a little bit of wiggle room. We're going to push a little bit on the start to see how things shake out, and no rain in the foreseeable future. It's going to stay dry through lap 18 or so for sure. So we're going to put these soft tires to work and see what we can do here. Now this is a different Germany racetrack than the one we were used to in the International GT Series. We don't go through that forest right here. We actually bypass it and then get this hairpin down here. So a big bottleneck going into that hairpin there. It's all track position, bobbing, weaving, ducking, diving, dodging, doing everything you can to make up spots. And now that we're single file, I think we have an opportunity to go around them. But certainly once our tires are good in the middle on temperature, we're going to scale them back. We want to make sure that these soft tires do last the fuel run. Moving up into 8th, Rick de Graaf, looking really good. And I'm going to keep an eye on the weather just to make sure that rain doesn't sneak up on us, but it looks like a free and clear race as far as weather is concerned. So we just need to pop through these guys. It looks like we have Becker on medium tires in second, then a big group of medium tires in front of us. They may be trying to go the distance here, but I think just putting on softs the whole way through, it will be faster in the grand scheme of things. 29 laps to go. Big move by Rick on the outside to keep up with Nikolai, who is running in 11th. So within striking distance of that sponsorship objective for sure. We're hounding some guys on medium tires, and it looks like their medium tires are holding up. It may be a 2-stop race for those guys. So very interesting to watch to see if that is indeed the case. So 11th and 12th sitting okay. We're amongst others on soft tires, and it looks like they're doing a little bit better job of conserving their tires than us, but we're definitely not pushing them. So we need to sort of think in the next few laps or so, will we need to pit? 53% on the tires. Brand new softs will last probably 10 laps or so as it is projected. So, just 11 laps of fuel in the tank, keep the fueling nice and light is what we will do to try to make up spots on pit road. But this is a tight road course, a lot of braking zones, and not a whole lot of opportunity. There you go, get to the inside of that hairpin. And up to 8th goes Rick de Graaf. Nikolai trying to fight back. It is a gaggle and wad right here amongst these medium tire drivers. With them both on softs, though, we need to figure out which one to pit first, and probably de Graaf will be the one pitting first, 37% on his tires. A bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. We'll probably go 2 more laps or so and not put in that much fuel if we stick to our soft tire strategy. Now, we may break away and do a medium tire, but that will be to be determined. So let's push Rick DeGraff this next lap, get him on pit road, and see where these soft tires do. Let's add 5 laps of fuel. How about 6 laps of fuel? Parts are looking great, though. A 12-second pit stop if everything goes to plan, which I hope it does indeed. So he'll be pitting out of the 5th spot, hopefully, and Nikolai will come around next time by to pit. All right, now that we're pushing and coming on the front stretch, let's go ahead and go neutral. And Nikolai Surikov, pit next time by, if you please, for your soft tires. Or do we go mediums and try to do sort of an offset? That will take us to lap 26. We'll be right within soft range. Let's give her a try. So it says medium tires will last 14 laps or so. Let's put in 15 laps just to get us to lap 25. And then we will be within softs range for sure. So let's try something a little different with Nikolai. So Rick DeGraff is down and away in 18th. Looks like he is surrounded by guys on medium tires as well as a few mediums. So that indeed looks to be a legitimate strategy. All right, now that we're coming on pit road, just chill out, mellow out. We'll have Rick DeGraff run his race. Pass some folks on pit road. Rick will be up to 14th place. And the leaders still have not made their pit stops. They are stretching out the mediums on this first run for sure. All right, yellow flag. Carmino crashed in Sector 1. It looks like he was probably pushing on those brand new soft tires and got a little bit overconfident. So that's one less vehicle we have to worry about. Not exactly a competitor that, you know, we're heads up, 7 up in the championship with. But as these tires tick away, I may have to have Rick on mediums for the last stint. We definitely don't want to be on pit road any longer than we need to be. And in fact, cars in front of us have pitted, and we still haven't passed them. So they are just outright going fast, and we're able to get on pit road and get out in front of us before, you know, anything. So it's an interesting delta for sure to see if we can catch these guys. Some are on pit road for repairs now, so pit stops are not done. Moving up into the 9th position, and 8th is right there. Nikolai will make those passes as well, and it looks like his tires are getting a little cool. We'll push him just a little bit. Keep those tires in the correct temperature range. Leaders are on pit road, 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like they may have just swapped tires and did not take fuel. So I don't know if they're just going to hold off on the fuel or, you know, not take fuel again. I think on our next round of pit stops, we're going to take all the fuel to finish the race if we can. So our last pit stop is lickety-split. At least that is the hope and goal and dream. So moving up into 6th place, pit stops. Looks like they've all rotated through indeed. Well, there's still one. No, there was one who just got off pit road. So pit cycle is done. We're on lap 16. This is the halfway mark of the race, running in 6th. So not bad. We're definitely the worst on tires as far as Rick goes. Looking at rain, we have no rain in the forecast and a very sticky track. So slicks are the way to go. Now, if we can just get by 5th on those abused medium tires, that would be ideal. He's been on these soft tires for 7 laps, so indeed, it looks like a 9-lap segment on softs is all we can go. That will put us to lap 27. So I'm thinking in the playing long, we go as long as we can on these soft tires, perhaps another lap even. And then we finish the race on medium tires and fill up this tank as much as we can. All right, so we'll go around one more time. 14 laps to go. I don't know if medium tires are going to last 14, so we'll split 7 and 7 and go hard. So we only need, let's see, there's 13 laps remaining. So we'll go ahead and get enough fuel to finish the race, so our last pit stop is just down and away. And then as a matter of fact, let's put a little bit more fuel in. Just maybe, it's only a 1/10 of a second per lap. So if we can put in 2 extra laps and push, that would be ideal. All right, we're going to have you attack. Surkov should be fine to go further into this run, into Soft's territory if he can do. That's going to be the goal. So we need to pit on lap 27 with Rick. So he is going to need to be hauling the mail for sure. So he is going to be pushing as much as he can. Surkov is going to be mining his time. We need to go a little bit further in. Surkov has gone 9 laps on these medium tires. So it looks like if we can go 2 more laps, he can finish the race on medium tires as far as that wear is concerned. So we'll definitely make sure that we are good to go in the window. We do not want to pit an extra time. And then as far as DeGraff goes, he can keep pushing those tires. Get the temperatures up, see if he can make some moves. But I don't know if our split strategy is going to work. So we're going to go an extra lap here. I know you're seeing quite a bit of a tire wear, but there will be 9 laps to go, and you did do 9 laps on soft tires. So I think we can go, 10 laps. We need to go around one more time to get on softs. So here we go. Go ahead and pit Surkov for your last soft tires. We want to fill you up. 11 seconds. Let's take an extra second of fuel so we can push you if the need arises. Since you're coming down this time, go ahead and attack. Tire temps are through the roof. That's fine. Make up as much time as you possibly can there, Rick, because we'll have you come down to pit road and just take soft tires, down and away, no fuel. So it should be a very quick pit stop. Mistake on the left front. 4-second mistake. Oh man, that's bogus. Now we can't push those soft tires. We're getting our performance boost out of it, but if we push them, we're going to run those tires ragged. All right, so 8 laps to go. We're definitely within a window to where we can pit and make it on one more set of softs. We'll go around one more time here and just keep on pushing. I don't know how our strategy is going to work out or if we're close enough to pass those guys, but it is worth a shot. All right, 7 laps to go. Go ahead and pit. No fuel needed, no charge required. 3 seconds is all you need to do. And our gearbox is looking a little iffy, but it should be enough to make up a few spots here. All right, we need to push hard here. Looks like these guys are done on pit road. So unfortunately, we're going to lose those spots, but hopefully we don't make any mistakes. We can get on and off pit road in 3 seconds, down and away. So we only lose 2 spots on pit road, and he's going to be charging hard. So those new soft tires should pass Surkov fairly well. Can I tell him to move over? I can indeed. So yeah, Surkov is going to be just minding his own business. I want to make sure these tires last. I'll just have him regular push. So it looks like our strategy has sort of evened out here. Yeah, allow the teammate through. He's going to be coming on soft tires really quick. No, you don't need to stop pushing. And what's funny is Surkov is running as fast a lap as he can. Can we turn you up a bit? With 3 laps to go? Surkov, we definitely can. Let's put him up on high. Car ran wide there. Surkov goes by. DeGraff is caught up. And we're not going to get 8th, it does not seem. I mean, cars are coming on pit road now for 1 more lap to go. Let's turn them up on high. See if we can get by them or around them. And, yeah, go ahead and push those soft tires a bit. So I've got Surkov allowing the teammate through if he can. All right, high overtake mode, please. And then push everything you got. Attack hard. All right, so they're having some difficulty working it out. They're racing hard. They're pretty even Steven. But even so, racing hard, 11th and 12th. Not what we wanted to see this week by any stretch of the imagination. It did suck, and it was a complete disaster. Even with the split strategy, you know, doing mediums and softs, Souza wins the race on 2 stops, just like Surkov. So where did we lose 37 seconds? Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe in traffic, maybe in our starting spot, who knows? We'll see if there are any cheaters. There's always the opportunity for cheaters, so we can vault over them. But yeah, they went 13 laps or 11 laps on softs, which we could not do. 13 laps on mediums, which we certainly, well, we did do a Surkov. He did 13 laps and then 9 and 9. So just over the course of the race, we caught some bad breaks, got caught up in traffic or something. So we'll see. Ibarra was stymied because, of course, you know, Mercedes is going to get all the points in the world. But Kitano, very interesting. No points for us. Our chairman's not going to be happy. We dropped to 6th and 9th with 10 races to go. And Kitano actually tied us with that win. Not what I want to see by any stretch. So yeah, Germany is pretty much a disaster. We've got the drivers, and even though we hired amazing pit members, well, good pit members, and we have an amazing crew chief overseeing the pit crew, we still made a 4-second mistake, which that may come back to haunt us. But we'll see if our chairman's happy. He's not. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, 7th. But he didn't drop that much happiness. That's good. Only 1%, it looks like. I mean, we ran as hard as we could. Didn't meet our sponsor objective, but plenty of money to float and plenty of money to keep improving the parts. Good job, Lucia Flores with Thornton. And a good job, Leva, with the European Racing Series. So as we normally do, we will check the mail, make sure nothing is sneaking up on us. I don't know if we want to butter up any drivers, because honestly, our drivers are the best. It's just our car that's holding us back here. Yeah, I'd love to have Souza with his broken neck. Let's take a look at him. 7 and 9. I mean, he's worse than our drivers. It just comes down to the car. All right, so let's take a look at some standings here in the International GT Championship. See where Osaka Speedworks is. We're sitting in 6th with 4 points. Yeah, quite a bad ways away there. Let's see. Lara with 2 points, Priest with 2 points. Hey, Priest got into the points. Yeah, you guys are not performing as well as I made it seem. That is for sure. So next episode, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to South Africa in Cape Town. Sort of looks like a Monaco, sort of at Monaco-esque feel with a rain chance and medium tire wear. They're giving us ultras and super softs, which is insane. But we will roll with it. Gearbox, brakes, and front wing are the parts to be concerned about, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you for the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.